Brand new update on Taylor's website. We now have this block with the orange glittery lock. And then we have the door, which means we'll probably get the key, which is likely the Eras Tour stage at some point. 2 locks have now appeared on Taylor's website with the door. Taylor's website currently has the Karma door with a countdown to new heights tonight, and 2 locks have appeared beside it. Based on the placement of these 2 locks, it looks like there will be 2 additional locks dropping on the other side.
And you were right. We just got our 3rd lock. And so that means 1 more lock left. And I think it's going to be the silver one or white or whatever we might be calling it. And I do think it's going to be the 4 variants.
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
Brand new update on Taylor's website. We now have this block with the orange glittery lock. And then we have the door, which means we'll probably get the key, which is likely the Eras Tour stage at some point. And yes, the door is definitely moving because it started all the way at the top and it's migrated down. So it is definitely going to the bottom and it's going to open at the end of the countdown. It makes me think that we might get something like a little hint or a clue every hour. This reminds me a lot of when Taylor did the 1989 vault with Google and we had to solve puzzles. Anyway, I'm scared and I think we're gonna get merch and the cover art and a lot of stuff once this is at the bottom and the door opens at the same time as the New Heights podcast. This is about to be crazy, y'all. Crazy. We are getting an Eras Tour documentary and I am freaking out at Taylor's website right now. Earlier today, Taylor updated her website with a countdown and the Karma door, which is identical to the one from the tour. The website literally just updated again with the next lock and it's red. This box matches the TS behind Taylor in New Heights. The first one matches the orange, which means we're getting at least 2 more. And yes, the Eras Tour stage is literally the key, but we'll get there. Which also started at the top of the screen and made its way all the way to the bottom. The door is the same. The fact that it goes from darker to lighter is the exact same and it's slowly moving down just like the Eras Tour. Every single night of the Eras Tour except closing night, Taylor went underneath the stage to end the show. The final night, she walked through this door, meaning Taylor went to the other side of the door, which might sound like one of her songs. And in case you're wondering, Taylor did a mashup of Getaway Car, August, and the other side of the door in Melbourne. And that same show, she said, I really just want you to be happy because you guys are making me really happy. Which seems like Taylor is saying that in August, we're getting in the Getaway Car to go to the other side of the door. And what's on the other side of the door? The backstage, the behind the scenes, everything we did not see at the Eras Tour. And to make things really weird, the first 2 Taylor's versions had their own key, insinuating that the eras were keys. In my mind, that's saying the eras are the keys to unlocking the vault or whatever is behind this locking key. The eras became represented by the Eras Tour and the stage is the key. For a while, I've said that I thought the Eras Tour's entire purpose was getting back Taylor's life work, whether through releasing Taylor's versions or through buying back her work. I think after the success of 1989 Taylor's version, she had the opportunity to purchase back her work, which is why we never got the final 2 Taylor's versions. But everything was originally meant to be released during the tour because the eras were the key to unlocking her vault. The vault that we saw in the I Can See You music video. The vault that she had to break out of. I think Taylor has a lot in store for us when this gets to the bottom. I think we are going to learn more about not just the life of a showgirl, but potentially a documentary. I thought she would hold off on a documentary until it came time for Sundance, but this is making me think that she might announce something tonight. So we should be expecting at least 2 more of these. And oh my gosh, I think we're finally getting that documentary. 2 locks have now appeared on Taylor's website with the door. Taylor's website currently has the Karma door with a countdown to new heights tonight and 2 locks have appeared beside it. Based on the placement of these 2 locks, it looks like there will be 2 additional locks dropping on the other side. Seemingly 1 dropping per hour until the episode airs tonight at 7 Eastern. The 2 locks do match 2 of the initial pieces we saw behind Taylor and Travis. The locks both also have a silhouette of the Eras Tour stage in the middle, meaning that the Eras Tour stage is the key to unlocking these 4 locks. And with Taylor using the door that came down on stage during the song Karma at the end of the Eras Tour shows, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean behind the scenes, a documentary, a series, another album. It could mean Karma. The theories are endless right now. We will likely have another lock here in the next 50 minutes, and I'm assuming they will be the remaining 2 colors that we saw behind Taylor and Travis in the promo. Be sure to check my page for updates and follow along as always because this is getting insane. And like clockwork, our next lock has populated on Taylor's website. This one looks to be like a lilac periwinkle blue. So we're assuming the next one that will drop at 5 p.m. Central Time will be like a silvery color or a white cream. I just need to point out how often we've actually been seeing these variant colors, not just in Taylor's street style, but on the actual Eras Tour stage, especially on the second leg. We've been seeing these colors for the better part of a year now. They're all over the Eras Tour set, but you can just look at the surprise song
song dresses and see them immediately. The Karma door has also lowered almost all the way to the bottom. When the countdown began, it was all the way at the top. So assuming when the podcast actually drops, it will open and we'll walk through the door, which could be similar to the Tortured Poets department when we left the Midnight's room, went through the door and into the hallway before entering the Tortured Poets department. So is that door just to represent exiting the Tortured Poets department? Honestly, everything is possible right now. There's also tons of theories that this could be a multi-part project, which I also think are valid. We've got just 2 hours until Taylor's episode on New Heights drops, so follow along for updates and stay tuned.
Guys, there's a second lock now. The first lock on Taylor's website with the brand new door countdown was orange. Now there's a pink one. They both have keyholes of the Eras Tour stage. And I think there's 2 more to come. A white one and a purple one. Because these are the variant colors that are behind Taylor and Travis in this episode. The orange one is up here in the top left. The pink one is down here in the bottom right. There's another white and silver version behind Travis right here. And over his left shoulder, there's another purple variant over here. That's 4 total that we have seen just behind them in the first clip. Now we have an orange and a pink lock. I think there's 2 more to come. The farther that we get in this countdown, the farther the door gets closer to the bottom. If you look close at the shape, you can tell that's the Eras Tour stage. And we have always said that the Eras Tour was the key to getting back Oliver Masters. And as you can see here, it's a perfect fit. What could this possibly mean? Because behind the door is the orange glitter. Everything that we've been leading up to with the orange glitter background countdown, the orange glitter pressed vinyl for the Life of a Showgirl. So I'm assuming the Showgirl's stage room is behind this door. And what are these? We know Taylor loves a good variant, so there's a good possibility that each one of these could unlock for a different variant, but I am secretly hoping that they all unlock for a separate surprise. 2.5 hours, guys. I'm literally chewing my nails to the bed right now. My anxiety is so thick. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
You guys said it was safe to go to the eye doctor's office, and that was a lie. There is now a second lock added to the timer on Taylor Swift's website. So go back and watch my other videos if you haven't already seen them. But the door was all the way at the top. Now we're like right down in the middle. When we started, when the door was at the top, there was no locks. I have proof. I've been taking screenshots this whole time. So then when we got to about like right here, the orange lock added, and the orange lock kind of goes like this. So then literally just now, so at 3:02 Central Standard Time or 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, so like 4 p.m. Taylor Nation time. Now this like a maroon lock. Now, I can't pretend to know exactly what that means, but when I see maroon right now, first of all, I always think about maroon and the fact that she played it 80 million times on the Eras tour. But also I think about Sabrina and that she's been having those wine stains that are like maroon colored recently. I know that probably has nothing to do with this, but I just wanted to mention it. How many more locks are going to appear? At first I thought maybe this lock was so that whoever's running the site could be able to get into the background of the site, but they don't have to make a show of it. So why make a show of it? Are they going to send us passwords? What? I am so excited. What do you guys think about the 2 different locks and the colors? What do you think they mean?
Oh boy, we just got another lock added, which of course match 2 of the TS variants in the background of the podcast. Which makes me think then that the next 2 upcoming are also going to match the variants, either this white, silver, mint green and this periwinkle lavender blue. And which does also kind of correlate with the life cycle of a star, which I've talked about surprise song dresses back in Miami. But with the Karma door coming down and these locks seemingly appearing each hour until then, are they representing the variants? Is there something else going on? Are we going to have to solve all 4 locks to open up this Karma door in the middle like we did for 1989? Is there more than one album happening right now? Are the vaults coming for other albums? This is too real to be messed with, and this is way too much effort and time and planning and coding to simply be merch. I obviously predicted that the original 4 of them when I saw them are going to be the vinyl variant colors here, based on her trend of doing 4 different color combinations for the vinyls. But now we wait to see what happens, and I bet these other 2 are coming. I love being a Swiftie. Only a few hours till the podcast, so we will see what is coming.
And you were right. We just got our 3rd lock. And so that means 1 more lock left. And I think it's going to be the silver one or white or whatever we might be calling it. And I do think it's going to be the 4 variants. So I think the door is going to come down and we're like, it's going to unlock all of them. And so then we're all going to wait in a line in our carts while we wait and watch the podcast. So we have the podcast to watch while our carts are adding things to cart. Oh, okay. So we have an hour left. No, hour until another door and then 2 hours until podcast time.
So as we enter the final hour before the New Heights podcast, the insanity surrounding Life of a Showgirl continues to ramp up to another level with mystery locks connected to the Eras Tour and possibly other albums. And I agree with some of the points made by fans shared in this video. Let's see if the theories hold up. Also, if you missed what's been revealed so far, check out this next video.